Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is BK. If you can remember Burger King, you can remember my name easily. We are going to do part two of a compensation plan training. And this will be recorded and we'll be putting out the recording as quickly as we can to your various groups. Now, welcome to tonight's training. This is Sunday night's training for all those of you who are in Asia timings, and this is a slightly better time that all of us can seem to get together. So this will be, from now on, it's going to be a regular slot where you can watch out for more and more training on this particular time slot. Now, so I just want to do a very quick recap of what we did in the first video, which was part one of the compensation plan. And basically, just remember there are 8 ways to get paid in Asea. We actually stopped all the way. We actually covered retail bonus, preferred customer bonus, fast start, director bonus, as well as team commissions. So we kind of stopped at team commissions for the last time. And today we're going to cover executive momentum bonus, check match, and then also diamond pool. I'm going to go through the presentation first, and after that, we'll probably have some time to have some Q&A. And also the last time we stopped, we kind of gave you a little bit of a roadmap on what to do or what you can do if you're thinking of engaging this business seriously, right? So this is a very simple roadmap. Firstly, you just have to learn to become a director, and becoming a director means that yourself being personally active with 100 PV at least in a monthly purchase, and then you find someone on your left to be active, and you find someone on your right to be active, right? And then in your group on your left, you have at least 300 in group volume, and in your group on your right, you have at least 300 in group volume. You also become step 2, which is becoming a director 300 at least once. Now, once you have learned how to do that, it's actually easier for you to repeat the process. So you want to become a director 300 on a weekly basis. So you achieve 300 volume on your left and 300 volume on your right on a weekly basis. And then you just rinse and repeat, and you teach others to do the same. Okay, so this is a very simple guiding roadmap for all of us to try and do. And like some of the top leaders will tell you, our goal is to become Director 300 Factory, right? Now, so given enough time and you start to teach your team to do this, and you start to teach others to be Director 300 like yourself, your team will kind of look like this over time. So you have pockets of Director 300s or customers or builders all over your binary tree or your team. You have a left team and a right team, correct? And some teams will be larger than others. Some groups will be larger than others. Some people will be more productive than others. That is just normal, and that is just the way the business goes. So some people are just going to be customers. Some people are going to be casual builders, and some people will probably bring in a lot of people in your organization. And it will look something like this. But essentially, they are all little pockets of Director 300s and above, okay? Now, today we are going to move on to the last 2 parts of the compensation plan, the other 2 ways of earning from our compensation plan. And in order to open up those areas, you kind of also need to learn the next thing first, which is how do you advance, or how do you advance into the higher ranks, okay? I'm just going to tell you the numbers first, okay? And these are the requirements for you to be able to activate the other 2 portions of the compensation plan. Now, these are weekly volumes, okay? These are weekly volumes. So we already learned about Director 300. As a Director 300, it just means that being personally active and having 1 personal active on the left, 1 personal active on the right. And then your volume requirement is 300 on your left and 300 on your right, okay? That is becoming a Director 300. Now, of course, we also have another rank just above Director 300, which is something that is kind of like once you get your you get a hang of it, you can become a Director 300. Then you move on to the next level, which is becoming a Director 700. And this time, nothing changes, still remains the same, except for your volume requirement, which is you need to have 700 on your left and 700 on your right, and you attain the rank of Director 700. Now, bear in mind again, these are weekly requirements. You want to aim to hit these ranks on a weekly basis so that you can get paid at rank on a weekly basis. Now, then this is where the fun begins. So once you kind of get the hang of becoming Director 300 on a weekly basis and Director 700 on a weekly basis, then you start to want to try and achieve the executive ranks. And the first executive rank that we have is what we call a bronze executive. And these are the bronze executive requirements for you. So to become a bronze, you need 2000 volume on your left and 2000 volume on your right. And there is one more requirement, which is now you need to have at least 2 Director 300 lines. Now, what do we mean by lines? You need to have 2 Director 300 lines of sponsorship. That means in your personal sponsorship, you need 2 of them to be Director 300. At least someone in that line of sponsorship must be a Director 300. Okay, so this is what we call a Director 300 line. Now, once you achieve that, congratulations, you are bronze in the business. Okay. Now, of course, we're not going to stay at bronze, right? So the next rank to aim for is silver. And silver, the rank requirements are as follows. You need to have 3000 on your left, 3000 on your right, and you need this time you need 3 lines of sponsorship that have at least 1 Director 300 inside them, okay? Then you go for gold. Gold is a bit more challenging. It is 5000 volume on the left, 5000 volume on your right on a weekly basis, and then you need 4 Director 300 lines. Next is platinum. You need 10,000 volume on your left, 10,000 on your right, and this time you need 5 Director 300 lines. You need 5 Director 300 lines. So if you look at all this, you kind of understand that why is it so important to guide your team to become Director 300s as well, because as you climb the ranks, as you go up the executive ranks, the number of Director 300s lines of sponsorship becomes increasingly higher, right? But of course, there's a cap. The maximum we need is actually just 7, okay? So for diamond, the volume requirements are like as follows, which is 15,000 on the left, 15,000 on the right. You need 6 Director 300s. But for diamond, there are actually other requirements which I'm not going to go into, which is you need to repeat the process like twice in a row, and there are some other requirements. But essentially, these are the guidelines for you. So just know that you need to aim for at least 7 lines of sponsorship with Director 300 lines if you want to achieve double diamond, triple diamond, and above. Okay, and the maximum we need to have is 7 lines of Director 300 sponsorships. Okay, so this is the requirement for you to become executives in the business from bronze all the way to diamond. Just a quick guideline for you. So this is what happens. Now, once you've achieved the bronze executive levels, you then open something or you have access to something called the executive momentum pool. Now, for those of you who are not a bronze executive yet, the first time you're watching this, it might seem a bit confusing for you. It is perfectly natural, but I want to share something very simple with you, which is the fact that if you can't make sense of this, don't worry about it, because end of the day, the computer or the system will calculate for you. All you need to do is just concentrate on building your left teams and your right teams and guiding them to become Director 300s and above. And naturally, the income will come. Now, of course, naturally, if you want to know how your income is generated and how to maximize your income, then you may need to watch this video a couple of times before you kind of get the whole calculations and how it is achieved, right? So let's dive into this. We're going to talk about the executive momentum pool, and you can access this once you hit the executive ranks. There are actually 4 pools all in total. These are for executives only, not diamonds yet. So you have a bronze pool, which is for 12 weeks. You have a silver pool, which is for 16 weeks. You have a gold pool, which is for 20 weeks. And you have a platinum pool, which is for 24 weeks. All in all, the total is 72 weeks, almost a year and a half, Now, this is coming from 2% of total global sales. Okay, 2% of the total global sales will go into these pools. That means the bronze, silver, gold, and platinum pools. Okay, and they are paid out every 4 weeks. They are not paid out weekly. They are paid out every 4 weeks, and it is based on a published calendar which you can find in your back office. So just go to your back office and look for your EMP payment or EMP payout calendar. You can find it there. So you have to unlock them. It is not open automatically the first time you hit bronze or the first time you hit silver. You have to unlock them, and you can actually also unlock them in sequential order or even in non-sequential order. Okay, that means you could technically open your bronze pool first and finish your bronze pool, and you may not have reached silver maybe by then, and your silver will wait for you until you actually hit silver and you unlock silver, and it will always be available for you. This 72 weeks will always be available for any and every one of us. Some of us may take a longer time to hit those ranks. It is fine, because all these weeks of bonus will still be eligible for you the moment you hit them and you activate them. So how do we count the bonus pools? Okay, it is dependent on your personal sponsorship tree. Okay, it is dependent on your personal sponsorship tree, and it goes down to 3 levels. So when you have 3 levels of personal sponsorship or personal group, okay, for example, you have your first tier and a second tier and a third tier. This is what we call the personal group volume up to 3 generations. So it just makes sense that you want to, if you want to maximize this executive momentum pool, that you try and find as many people as possible closer to you in your direct sponsorship as much as possible. Okay, because it goes down only to 3 levels. Okay, any volume that is below the 3rd level is not counted towards your executive momentum pool. Okay, and you earn shares in the bonus pool based on your paid S rank for that particular week. So for example, if you are bronze, okay, you will be earning 50% shares on your PGV3, silver 60% of your PGV volume, that means your personal group volume up to 3 generations, gold is 75, and platinum is 100%. Now, if you don't understand this part yet, don't worry, we're going to show you a working example very quickly. Okay, so just take note of this. Bronze is 50, silver 60, gold 75, platinum is 100% of your personal group volume up to 3 generations. Okay, so this is a working example for you to understand. Let's say you are in the bonus pool for bronze, okay, and because at bronze your bonus pool shares is at 50%. So if your personal group volume up to 3 generations, you have 2,000 points, you have 2,000 GV, right? Then it is calculated at 50%, which means you have 1,000 shares in the pool. Okay, you have 1,000 shares in the pool. Now, what this means is that when you calculate all what the company will do, or what the computer will do, is that you calculate all the executives that are eligible for the EMP and the total number of shares, and then you divide by the bonus that is eligible for everyone based on the pool, that the amount of pool shares that you have in the pool. Okay, it will make a lot more sense when you start to earn this, because you can start to see what is the number of shares you have and how much you're earning. As of now, currently it varies from week to week, because it really depends on how everyone is doing. But essentially, you want to make sure that in your PGV tree, you have a lot of shares, you have a lot of volume, because then you earn a higher number of shares that goes towards calculating for your bonus, right? So that's for bronze. Now, what if you're gold? Okay, at gold, you'll be earning at 75% of your PGV tree, right? So let's say in your PGV tree, you have 6,000 points, which means you multiply by 75%, and you can actually count 4,500 as part of your shares in the bonus pool. Okay, as part of your shares in the bonus pool. Okay, so this is what it means by the 50%, 60%, 75%, and 100%. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now, so how do you unlock your bonus pools? How do you unlock your bronze, silver, gold, and platinum bonus pools? Okay, the simple way to unlock it is that you have to hit that rank in twice. That means consecutively twice. Now, you're not going to hit it. If you hit it once and the next week you don't hit that rank, you're not going to unlock that particular bonus pool. So you need to hit bronze, for example, 2 times consecutively, and then your bonus pool of 12 weeks is open. Okay, and your bonus pool of 12 weeks is open. And if you achieve the bronze rank or higher during that week, those 12 weeks, then you'll be earning the shares for that particular bronze pool bonus pool. Okay, same thing for silver. You need to hit silver twice in a row consecutively, and you unlock the 16 weeks. And then same thing for gold, twice in a row, you unlock the gold pool. And same thing for platinum, you unlock, if you hit twice in a week, you unlock your platinum pool. Now, a quick note for you about unlocking your bonus pools. Sometimes a certain week you might have a certain spike in your volume and you are able to hit bronze, and for 2 weeks you're able to hit bronze. But our suggestion is always to look at your group statistics and your group and your business as a whole and evaluate for yourself whether or not you are able to consistently hit bronze. Because once you open your pools, the clock runs, the clock starts to run for 12 weeks. And if you don't hit in a certain week, then you kind of miss out on that particular week. Okay, that is one consideration that you must have. So don't just open your bonus pools haphazardly. You might want to be more strategic in how you open your bonus pools. So that is one consideration. Okay. Now, however, very interestingly, the other thing also happens. The other side of the coin happens when you activate your bonus pools. When you activate your bonus pools, what happens is that somehow there's a switch that goes on in your head, and you start to realize that you have 12 weeks to go, you have 16 weeks to go, you have 20 weeks to go, you have 24 weeks to go, and you want to maximize your bonus for that bonus pool, right? And somehow that kind of drives you to work harder and achieve your targets for those weeks. So I leave it to you. This is your business. This is how you want to engage the business is totally up to you. But just know that once it's open, you have to kind of hit it every week, because then you will not miss out on the bonus pools, right? But ironically, or very interestingly, is that when you hit and open the pools, somehow something goes off inside you, a switch is triggered, a switch is flipped, and you start to work very, very hard, and you make sure you hit everyone. And I think that is a good thing as well, okay? So a quick example of the executive momentum pool, because it is kind of confusing, we give a lot of examples. Okay, we give a lot of examples. So once you have hit bronze twice in a row, you open your bronze pool, correct? Okay, and if during the 12 weeks you actually hit silver twice as well, you actually will open or activate your silver pool while you're still inside your bronze pool. Okay, and same thing. But then again, maybe after your silver pool is over, you might have a slight dip in your business, and let's say you do not successfully hit gold twice, then your gold pool will not be activated. It might be a short period of time before you hit gold, and then when you hit gold twice in a row again, you will activate your gold pool. And same thing for platinum as well. So again, just to reiterate, your 72 weeks of the bonus pools will always be waiting for you. You do not need to hit them consecutively. There might be a slight time difference between ranks, but it doesn't matter. The moment you hit the same rank twice, it will activate your bonus pools for that particular rank. Now, also something very interesting. Let's say some of you have gone past bronze, silver, and gold, and you went straight to platinum. Okay, you have not started your bronze and silver and gold pool, but let's say you went straight to platinum. You're like a rocket ship, and you're going all the way up into orbit, right? And you hit platinum twice. You hit platinum twice. Now, what will happen then is that you actually will activate all of your bronze, silver, gold, and platinum pools at one go. Okay, at one go. Okay, but you will still have 12 weeks of bronze, 16 weeks of silver, 20 weeks of gold, and 24 weeks of platinum. Okay, so just something interesting for you to note. So another working example for you, this is how you get to earn within the weeks. So again, because you've activated your bronze pool, you now have 12 weeks, okay, and your clock has started ticking, right? So week 1, you're at bronze, you earn the shares. Week 2, maybe your business took a slight dip and you did not manage to hit bronze. You're only directed 700. So for this particular week 2, you actually do not earn any shares towards your bonus pool, unfortunately. Now, by week 3, you start to work harder again, and you hit your bronze rank again, and then you start earning. And then week 4, you're earning at bronze. Week 5, you're earning at bronze. Week 6, you're earning at bronze. Okay. Now, week 7, you're bronze. Now, what is interesting is as you grow your business steadily this way, let's say in week 8, you actually hit silver rank. You actually hit silver rank, but you're still within your bronze pool. Now, you will still be earning at bronze level, which is 50%. But watch what happens when you hit silver again the following week. Now, when you hit silver again the following week, okay, you will have opened your silver pool. And because you open your silver pool, at week 9, you'll be earning at silver while you are in your bronze pool. That means you'll be earning 60% shares rather than 50% shares. And if you continue to hit silver for the rest of the balance of your bronze pools, you will be earning at silver while you are in your bronze pool. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And it's very exciting because it just means that you can be earning silver shares while you are still inside your bronze pools. Okay. Now, as an extension of that idea, once you are done with the bronze pool, sorry, then you start to go into your silver pool, which you have activated in week 8, correct? Or week 9, sorry. And within your silver pool, if you hit silver, you'll be earning at silver within your silver pool. And week 2, you're earning. Now, let's say week 3, again, you have a slight dip in your business. And instead of hitting silver, you hit only bronze. Same thing, because in the silver pool, you need to be hitting at silver. Now, so for week 3, unfortunately, you do not earn silver pool bonus shares. Okay. And then same thing again, you work harder, you get silver, you start earning at silver. Okay. Silver, silver, all the way for the rest of your 16 weeks inside your silver pool. Now, the same example will stretch towards the gold and the platinum. So just make an extension towards it. The same principle will apply. So executive momentum pool payouts are every 4 weeks. Okay, every 4 weeks. On average, it could be $1,000 for the average earners, and it could be as high as $10,000 for the top earners. That for people who are fully capitalizing on the executive momentum pool payouts. Okay. So that is the executive momentum pool. Okay, that's for executive momentum pool. So just a quick few pointers about them. Just note that while you are in any bonus pool period, okay, if you hit a higher rank and you open the pool for that higher rank, you will be earning at that rank within a lower pool. That means, for example, let's say you open up all the way to gold. That means you open up bronze, silver, and gold bonus pools. And inside your bronze pools, if you're hitting the rank of gold, you will be earning at gold while inside the bronze pool. So this is just something for you to know of because it can be potentially a very, very lucrative payout for you in the bonus pools. Okay. So that is for the executive momentum pool. Now, next part, we're going to talk about a very exciting portion of the compensation plan, and that is the check match. Okay, and that is the check match. Now, as the name suggests, it kind of just simply means that you match the check of your team. Okay, you match the check of your team, a percentage of the check of your team. Now, what I really like about compensation plan is that it guides you towards the activities that you need to do. So again, as you are growing your business, as you grow your team, as you lead them, the better you are at guiding them to make money, to make a check, the better you are at earning what we call a check match. Okay, so how does this work? Okay, to understand your check match, you need to understand two different trees in our compensation plan. So one of them is the binary tree, where you look at or you get everything from team commissions. And for check match, this time round, we are looking at the personal sponsorship tree. Okay, you're looking at a personal sponsorship tree. So in your binary tree, okay, both trees obviously would be starting from you, right? So you are in the binary tree, you also have a personal sponsorship tree. Now, in your binary tree, what happens is you start to enroll people that are personal to yourself, which, or we can say they are direct sponsors by you, right? So in the binary tree, they will go to the left or to the right, the extreme left or extreme left, right of your binary tree. But watch what happens in the personal sponsorship tree. Those that are directly sponsored by you, they are your first level people on your personal sponsorship tree. Now, then when you sponsor new people again, okay, again, you notice the ones in blue are your personals. The ones in gold are your sponsors by your personals. So notice how now they go down one level because they are not sponsored by you, but they're sponsored by the people you personally sponsored. Okay. if you think of like a family, when you're growing your family tree, so the ones in blue are like your children, the ones in gold are kind of like your grandchildren, okay? And as the team grows, as they sponsor new people, okay, you will notice that even your grandchildren will have children and they become your great grandchildren. So those in purple are kind of like your great grandchildren. So your binary tree will always look like this, but in your personal sponsorship tree, only the people that have been personally sponsored by you, and in turn, the people they have personally sponsored will appear in your personal sponsorship tree. Okay. So you will then be able to match a percentage of the team commission of the people that you have personally sponsored up to 7 generations in your personal sponsorship tree. Now, again, we're going to give you some examples so that it makes a lot more sense. Okay. And these are the check match generations that you're eligible to have once you hit the executive ranks. For example, when you're bronze, you can check match 1 generation. If you're silver, you check match 2 generations, gold 3 generations, platinum 4, diamond 5, double diamond 6 generations, and the maximum at triple diamond and above, you are able to check match up to 7 generations deep in your compensation or in your personal sponsorship tree. Now, some of you may have experience in other network marketing companies, and you understand 7 generations, but we are not like other network marketing companies. Our 7 generations is a little bit different, which I'm going to show you now. Okay, so just remember you can check match up to 7 generations in team commissions, a percentage of the team commissions of the people in your personal sponsorship tree. Okay, that means everyone that you can see in your personal sponsorship tree. Now, so how do you actually check match? So let's say, for example, today you are a silver executive, which means you can check match 2 generations, correct? So the people in your personal sponsorship tree, you have people like, let's say Anne, she's a director 700, John is a director, Dave is a director 300, and then you have a first bronze executive, which is Sarah. Now, every one of them, if there are no executives in between, these are all your first generation. But because Sarah is a bronze executive, then this will mark the end of your first generation. So in your first generation, it could be 1 person, it could be 10 persons, it could be 100 persons if there are no bronze or executive and above in the generation. So in this particular example, because Sarah is a bronze executive, she demarcates the end of your first generation in this particular line of sponsorship. Now, of course, because you're a silver, you actually will check match 2 generations. So the people underneath them, and if there are no other executives, you actually can check match to as deep as you possibly can, right? So these people will be in your second generation. So this is the part that is a bit confusing sometimes, but as long as there are no executives in between, everybody can be potentially in 1 generation. But once there's an executive and above, bronze, silver, gold, or diamond, then it could be, you could have like maybe 1 or 2 or maybe even 1 person per generation. Now, then the common question that we get asked is this: so doesn't it make sense that we should have less executives in our organization, right? Actually, not true, because what what you want what you want to do is you will find that executives will always be working harder and generating more team commissions, and therefore they will become a more stable source of income in terms of check match for you. So when you guide your team members to become executives and above, it just means that it's a very stable business for you. So remember, you can match a percentage of the team commissions of all these people. That means they must be making a team commission, and you can match a percentage. The percentage right now is anywhere from 8 to 10% of their team commissions. Okay. So today we have covered a large portion of the compensation plan already. And just remember that 50% of your global volume, of our global revenue, is paid out on a weekly basis, or total global volume, right? So they are paid out in the following ways: the retail bonuses, the preferred customer bonus, the director bonus, the check match, the team commissions, and of course the bonus pools like the executive momentum pool, as well as the diamond pool. Okay. Now, The next part is actually the check match payments is actually on a weekly basis. So unlike the EMP, this is on a weekly basis. So the average is about 500 US dollars per month, per week. And some of the top earners for check match can be as high as 20,000 per week from the top earners. And so you can understand that check match can be a very, very potentially viable source of income for everyone. Now, again, check match means the better you are at guiding and leading your team to be earning an income. That means the more that you help them to earn, the higher you'll be earning. Okay. So the next part is the diamond pool. Now the diamond pool is honestly very much similar to the executive momentum pool, and it is also 2% of the global volume. 2% of the global volume. Now I'm not going to go into details because it's very much like the executive momentum pool. And also because once you're a diamond, you will be able to figure out all these bonus payments on your own anyway. So I'm not going to go into the details for that. Just know that it's very similar to the executive momentum pool, and you're sharing 2% of global volume. And of course, why it is such a lucrative area is because you are sharing the bonus pool with lesser or fewer people, and therefore the potential upside to that is very much higher. Okay. So if you want to know more details, become a diamond, look at the compensation plan, you'll probably get the gist of it anyway by the time you are a diamond already. Okay. So these are the 8 ways for us to earn in our compensation plan in Asea, all the way from retail bonus to diamond pools. You can aim for fast profits, you can aim for residual income, you can aim for legacy building income. There are many, many ways to earn a very sustainable income in our compensation plan. And again, I just want to highlight the fact that if it doesn't make sense, honestly, don't worry about it. Just keep doing the activity that you're supposed to be doing, which is bringing people on the left and bringing people on your right and helping your team to grow. Okay. And when that happens, why worry? Because the compensation, the algorithm and the computer system will count for you, and you just have to take a look at your payout every week, and you'll be paid anyway, right? So that is my advice to you, and just don't have to worry so much about it. Okay. Now, besides the compensation plan, oops, sorry, there was one more slide here. Hang on. Okay, besides the compensation plan, we also have a lot of promotions and programs which I strongly encourage every one of us to really leverage on, okay? Because all these are in excess or outside of the compensation plan. You have your Envision, you have Ascend Trips, you have Diamond Summit, you have the loyalty rewards programs, you have Diamond Life, you have Fast Forward, etc., etc. Now, and there are some programs that are unique to certain territories. For example, Australia and New Zealand, they have Reach for the Beach. The Thai people had a Prague trip to Prague the other day as well. So all these programs are usually access and in extra and above and beyond the compensation plan. So please do take note of these things and encourage your team members to take advantage of them, because these are all can be fully paid for trips as well. And it is just part of your extra income that you can be earning. I mean, some people love extra income, some people love free trips. So just to highlight, don't forget all these extra things. Just frequently log into your back office, look up the promotions, or keep in line, or keep in touch with your upline teams, or make sure you're reading the emails that are coming from Asea. So with that, I just end part 2 of our compensation plan training for tonight.